then we ask all of them to leave. The land belongs to them. But when there is a project for the state, you have to leave your land for us to use. One woman was complaining, how are we going to use? I said, where your child is attending school? For somebody's farm. And your child is attending school there. So you better keep your mouth shut and pray to the creator that he should give you this thing. Here, I'm giving you the last lesson about the accounts before we go to the market, where the merchants did what they like. They had the chance to reject human beings, that I don't need you. Selection, watching. If you enter, you see, welcome to Slave River, which I said they should call it Captive River, but since they have made it a slave and you are all used to the slave, let's use the word slave. What happens is that if you enter that cubicle, there are names of chiefs, a list of chiefs, A and B. We put them there just to tell you how we practice our democracy here. Now, if you go to any town, we have a chief. They have the chief. The person who first settled there with his family are the owners of that place. So anybody who comes later can use the place, but it's under his rule. So if the person dies, it is his lineage which will become chiefs. But in Akan State, it is the woman's lineage. But in our room there, we have got two lists. To my right, there are lists of people who were chiefs, once installed as chiefs, but they didn't die as chiefs. It's not like the Queen of England. Here, if you are installed as a king or a chief, you continue to be a chief until you die. But be careful. The moment you are made a chief, you have to change your lifestyle. Like me, when I was young, I was very, very robust. If I were to be made a king, I have to be very, very quiet, and then you look at people quietly. So, if you know how to run after people's wives, stop. If you know how to drink in the street and make noise, stop. If anything which is contrary to the norms of the society, you have to stop it. If you don't do it, they are going to destroy you. How will they destroy you? Look, when you are made a chief, the day how they will honor you that day, you come, even people, women will lie down for you to step on them. But the day that they will say that you are wrong, and today we are destroying you, you just be there, and then they will remove your sandals. Then just tap yourself. We beg you. You don't have the black stool. You see, actually, we don't have. You said the black stool. The stool is not black. It was white. It's from the tree is not around here. The tree is very small. Then it is cut to a very small stool. But every year, because of our libation with the blood of animals, that's why they become black, and they call it black stool. So it is not. It was actually not black. It was white.
Could you tell us about the black stool? Because I haven't heard of.
I think it's a stool. It is a symbol. To show that all the people are under one seat. That is the seat of the government. It's just like if you go to a parliament house where the president sits, it has got his own, that's what it is. So here the stool is kept there. You see, when you are installed, you go to where they keep the stools and then you touch it. They'll blindfold you. Then when you put your hand on it, then the person who was on that stool before you died, then they'll give you that name. Yes. So if you go to Ashanti, it's called Authority to the second. Yes, the first was there. People have died, and then so what happens is that if you are destooled, and that is the end. If you die, nobody will respect you. They won't give you any befitting burial. They will bury you like a fowl. Even perhaps my burial will be better than yours. But if you are a chief and you die, you have a black stool, and they are going to honor you. You have a funeral for 2 good weeks. People come from all walks of life, and they can name people after you. But this one, that means you have been sacked. So let me tell you one thing: if you go to that list, if you take your pictures, when you go through it, you see something peculiar. Somebody was a king. He was destooled. He repented. They considered him. They made him a king again. And then some people, when you are bad, always bad. Then he did the same thing again, and then sacked. You see, we believe that the more when you are growing, then you're becoming wiser and wiser and wiser. But we are not interested in distilling you. But if your character does not allow you to stay, we shall also allow you to go away. That's what I'm telling you. So if you see the list there, it is just telling you about our democracy. At the extreme end there, you see a king there. He has been here since 1968, calculated, and he was 41 before he was made a king. But if he should misbehave today, and we destroy him today, and he dies tomorrow, we shan't bury him as a chief. Despite all that, that's our norm. Thank you very much. Last bath.
Oh, because of the rainy season.
Yeah, that's what. Look, in September, when you come to that tree there, you cannot even walk. You cannot walk there. You see, we are. You see, the love among Africans is so great that it cannot be quantified. But because of intervention of these visitors, they have broken out. That fragmented the whole country. You see, that is one thing about me. You see, sometimes passions have to arise, but we have to control it. We were not like that. Look, in our society at first, if you are in a whole family, if there are 2 brothers or 3 brothers in the house with their wives and their children, when they prepare food, they eat with all the children. All of them from the same bowl. And sometimes if you are very young, you will not get meat. So you pray that you also grow and then one day you also get meat. But now they have fragmented us. And if you see your friend, sometimes you are annoyed. He has not done anything to you, but because you are jealous. I thought we are not jealous. See, as we are coming like this, sometimes when we are going to the farm, if you are going to the farm, everybody has got his own farm. There is a junction. If you are moving with me, I'll tell you, I am going. If I come back first, I'm going to leave a leaf here. So when you see this leaf, you show that you know that I have left. If I don't see that, means I will know that you are over there. If I see, we're very close to each other. But now, and the last straw that brought the camels back was in 1884-85. The Berlin Conference.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Otto von Bismarck.
Yes.
And you know, that has divided us, and then even in our country we are divided politically. If you don't belong to my party and you are in pain, then I laugh at you. That's what is happening here.
Yes.
But it wasn't like that at first. At first we were very close to each other. Now, that is the